let's rank the Stranger Things seasons. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. So, in today's video, as you can tell by the title and my intro there, I'm going to be ranking all 5 seasons of Stranger Things. I've been very excited to film this video, and yeah, finally we're doing it. I'm very pumped to be doing this video. I'm super excited to talk about each and every season, because if you guys don't know, and how could you not? My favorite show of all time is Stranger Things. I don't really need to say that anymore, because I say that all the time. But yeah, it's true. It's my favorite show of all time. I love it better than any movie, so it's my favorite piece of media out there. And I've never done a ranking of the 5 seasons. I've probably talked about them. I really don't know if I've ranked them. So I'm very excited to talk about the seasons, because I haven't really gone into detail. And this ranking won't be full detail and all that. And especially season 5, I've talked about that season a lot, especially in my reviews. I have a review for volume 1, and then I have a full review of the entire season. I just posted that yesterday or the day before, something like that. So if you guys want to hear my more in-depth spoiler thoughts of Stranger Things season 5, you can go check out my review there. That's where it's posted. But yeah, so join me and make sure to join me in the comments. I mean, come on, guys, comment your favorite Stranger Things season, your least favorite. Just comment and rank all 5 seasons down below. Tell me your ranking. I love chatting with you guys, and I don't really get enough comments, which is kind of sad for a movie YouTuber like me. I don't really get much comments from you guys, so please, just please, feel free to comment down below. I'm not going to force you, but feel free to comment down below your thoughts. If you have a problem with me or something, yeah, comment down below. But really, just comment your ranking of all 5 seasons. Say something you want to talk about with me, and yeah, we'll get into that. But anyway, yeah, so comment down your ranking of all 5 seasons in the comments. And let's just dive into this. I'm super excited. Let's get cracking.
This is where the fun begins.
Coming in at last place for the weakest season of Stranger Things is going to be Season 2. This is by far the most popular pick for weakest season of the show, alongside Season 3, and we'll get to that later. But yeah, Season 2 is definitively the weakest season of the show. But, like I said, I love the show of Stranger Things, my favorite show of all time. Therefore, I love every single season of Stranger Things. Every season. Every season I love. I absolutely love them. I don't think there's a single bad or mediocre or even good season of Stranger Things. Every season is great and beyond. But this is not a season that I would say is a masterfully done thing. I don't think it's anything amazing, but it's definitely a great show great season, that I love and I have a little bit of nostalgia for as well. There are a couple problems with it. I mean, first of all, the Collie thing, we don't even need to talk about that. It's just terrible. Her and the high school. I mean, kicking off season 2 with that, man, that's not the first thing I want to see coming into the show. I want to see the characters. I want to see something big happen, in season 1, where Will gets kidnapped. And season 2, they think, oh yeah, let's just open it with a heist, with this weird heist crew, with these unlikable characters. Let's just show them robbing a bank and all that. This girl has powers. We're going to get into that later. No, we don't want to see that. So, yeah, and then, of course, we have the Lost Sister episode, which is infamous for being the worst episode of the show. It is widely considered the worst. If you don't consider it the worst episode of the show, what is wrong with you? A lot of people say that. I'm not going to personally say that myself. I mean, I do hate the episode, but I'm not going to say, what's wrong with you and all that. But a lot of people do. And, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's terrible. It's not only just the worst episode of Stranger Things. I mean, the gap between that and the second weakest episode of the show is humongous, because I love every single episode in Stranger Things except for The Lost Sister. And The Lost Sister is just genuinely a terrible episode of television. So that's terrible. Yeah, so the whole thing with Collie, horrible. Everything with Eleven, I don't know if this is a hot take, but everything with Eleven, I just don't care for. The first couple episodes, kind of like a father-daughter relationship between the two characters is kind of adorable, kind of sweet, but at the same time, they're arguing. Like, every episode or something, Hopper comes home from work, and then they just start an argument, and it's kind of repetitive, even though, again, I love the performances. David Harbour and Millie Bobby Brown are killing it in this season, but they're arguing and all that. I'm just not a fan of, and it's happening every single night. And some nights in some scenes you're rooting for Hopper, like he's giving out a good explanation why 11 can't go out into the world. And then at some points you're like, bro, just let 11 go, all right? She wants to see Mike. She wants to see the world. She's just been cooped up in here. Let her go. And he doesn't. And what I loved about season 1 is the cute, adorable relationship between these two 11-year-olds, Mike and 11. And what they do with that in season 2 is they split them up the entire season. Mike doesn't even know she's alive. And constantly she's using her powers to see how Mike's doing. There's even a scene where she goes to the school and sees him, but because she sees him with Max, she thinks that they're together and she's pissed, and then she walks away. Well, yeah, she's pissed because you should be seeing her. It's not her fault, though. It is Hopper's. But yeah. So, not the biggest fan of that they split them up the entire season. So, Mike is constantly, like, saying, like, 11, I know you're there. Please respond. And we know that she can, but she's not allowed to because of Hopper. So, it's kind of annoying, and that they're just not together, because what we loved about the characters was that they were together in season 1, and they not together in season 2. It's kind of insufferable. But, yeah. They finally get together in the finale, but just, man, like, knowing that they're not going to get together until the finale just kind of pisses me off. But yeah, and then everything with the 11 and her mom is just, no. Like, technically, they could have just quickly done a scene with her mom. She finds out the information of what happened to her, and then she skedaddles. Which, like, yeah, the first scene we see with her mom, and then we find out all the information what Brenner did to her and all that is interesting. Right? It's interesting. Intriguing. After that, where she's just staying with her, staying with her mother and all that, I just don't give a crap for. Like, I just want her to leave, go see Mike or something, go back to Hopper, I don't care, this is boring. So every scene we cut back to 11 with her mom and all that, I just want to immediately leave, go to another plot line, go to another character, please, can we just leave? So, not a fan of it. I don't hate it, I just find it kind of boring and uninteresting, so. Yeah, there's that. And then also the story of season 2, in my opinion, is the weakest. Yes, I think it's weaker than season 3. I think the story here is just like a part 2. I view every season as its own season. Season 3 is its own season. Season 4 is its own season. Season 5 is its own season. But season 1 and season 2 I view as this one chapter. Even though, yes, there's a time jump between the two seasons, and technically we could consider season 4 and season 5 a part 1 and 2, which I personally don't. But I do consider the first 2 seasons a chapter, even though there's a time jump, because they have similar plots. I mean, you have season 1 with the kidnapping and all that, what's going on here. Season 2, there's not as much mysteries. It's not as intriguing as season 1. It's not a whole different story. There's not something new here, even though, I mean, technically there is with the Mind Flayer, but it's kind of like just the same thing, and it's showing the aftermath of the events that happened in season 1. It's just showing how every character is dealing with this trauma, how Nancy and Steve are dealing with what happened to Barbara, or Will, where he's having these episodes, seeing this Mind Flayer and all that, which is ultimately cool, but we don't even get to see the Mind Flayer in the actual world, which kind of sucks. They do something with that in season 5, but still, not a fan of that. Yeah, so I think the story is just weak because it's just showing it's just showing the aftermath of the events that occurred in season 1. So, not the biggest fan of this story because it's just like a part 2. It's just showing everything that happened after, and how every character is dealing with it. So, not a fan of that. Everything else, though, I love. I think the characters are great. We got some really good duos in here. I mean, of course, we get Steve and Dustin, who might just be the best duo in the entire show and might just be one of the best duos of all time. Like, they're very iconic. They're hilarious together. We love them. And, of course, in season 2, we get the start of Steve's actual good arc, because a lot of people say he's a jerk and a brat and all that in season 1, which I personally don't say that. I think what Steve did was right. I mean, I don't think sorry, back up here. I'm not saying what he did was right. I'm saying that he shouldn't be treated the way he was, though. Because he is kind of a nice guy to Nancy. I mean, yeah, he's a jerk. He's a wannabe cool kid and all. I mean, he is cool, but come on, we can all admit he's cool. Coolest guy on earth. But, still, he's like trying to be like a really cool, impress Nancy and all that. And he just like tried way too hard. But anyway, of course, if a guy was taking pictures of you and your girlfriend, well, you know, doing things, making out and all that, how would you respond? Would you just, like, what would you do? And he's kind of a pervert in here. Jonathan is. So, yeah, Steve did the right thing. He broke his camera and all that, acted like a jerk. I mean, we all would do the same exact thing. Don't tell me you wouldn't do that. Of course you would. Like, that's the creepiest thing ever. It's the weirdest thing ever. It's messed up. So, like, I don't think Steve deserved the hate that he got for season 1. I think he's not a jerk. I think he's actually a good character. Does that make me a bad person? It might make me a bad person, but whatever. Anyway, so Steve and Dustin, they're awesome in here. We get to expand on Jancy, Jonathan and Nancy, their relationship. Which, I'm personally more of a Stancy guy. Every other season, I'm a Stancy guy. Well, maybe season 3, not really, but season 1, season 4, season 5, I'm a Stancy guy. But Jancy, I think Jancy only works in season 2. Because I just think their romance is actually good. Even though what they do to Steve, not the biggest fan of that, but I think their romance actually works in season 2. They're likable characters. What they're doing is good. Of course, when they go to see Murray and all that, it's hilarious. We love that. So, really enjoy that. I think they're great characters there, and I love their romance there. But every other season, not a fan of them. Like, Jonathan, in my opinion, he's just a mediocre character. I'm not a fan of the character at all. I'm not. So, yeah, fight me. But whatever. Nancy, I love her. I love her, though. But Jonathan, man, I just can't buy into his character. I think he's good in season 1. He's decent in season 2. The rest, he sucks. And, you know, he's fine in season 5 and alright in season 3, but season 4, oh my gosh, he's like the worst character. But anyway, not a fan of the character in like almost every other season, so yeah, just wanted to clear that up. But anyway, I think the romance is really good in season 2. Of course, we get introduced to so many characters in the season: Max, Billy, Murray, Bob, Dr. Owens. Like, we get introduced to so many new characters. We love them all, and it works. I love the Halloween vibes that we get within the first 2 episodes of the show. Kind of gives me nostalgia. Kind of weird, though, but still does. Yeah. Now, in my opinion, the last 3 episodes of the season, excluding episode 7, episode 6, episode 8, and episode 9, I think is the best 3-run episode in the entire show. I think all 3 episodes are great, and it's the best 3-episode run in the entire show. It works so well. Episode 6, I mean, you have all the characters, you know, like, setting up the big battle for what's gonna, occur in the last 2 episodes. And, yeah, like, you get the whole, like, spy sequence where Mike realizes that Will's a spy in the Upside Down. He's creating all the tunnels and all that. And, like, you see the Demodogs just wipe out all the soldiers in the Upside Down. Like, it's a very intense and crazy sequence that I absolutely love. Great twist there. You get the whole setting up the fight sequence with, you know, Steve and Dustin and Max and Lucas. Great duo, by the way. Love their romance. You get the 4 characters, and they're, like, setting up the big, like, trap for the Demodogs. And you get the whole soldiers, like, score sequence playing in the background. In my opinion, soldiers might just be the best piece of original music in the entire show. Like, it is absolutely incredible. I listen to it all the time. Anyway, yeah, so we get that, all that. I absolutely love it. And then, of course, episode 8, you have the big massacre at Hawkins' lab with the Demodogs. Really feels like an intense horror movie. I love it. It might be the most intense sequence, or episode, I should say, in the entire show. Like, holy cow, it is intense. Of course, we get the death of Bob Newby, superhero. Love that guy.
Bob Newby, superhero.
Anyway, yeah, so, I mean, rest in peace, Bob. Love that guy. He did a great sacrifice there, and we'll forever remember him. But anyway, so yeah, episode 8, awesome. I mean, of course, we get Eleven's entrance, where, like, she throws the Demodog, kills it, and throws it through the window. And then, of course, get episode 9, which is arguably one of the best episodes in the entire show. The Mind Flayer, I mean, you get all the battles and all that. You have 11, like, one of the most awesome sequences in the entire show, with 11 closing the gate. And then you have the snowball, which is one of my personal favorite scenes in the entire show. The whole snowball is just amazing. You have Max and Lucas, they had their first kiss. Eleven and Mike having their kiss. Nancy and Dustin, dancing together. And then Will and that other girl, whatever. Like, I just love it. It's adorable. Even though I am around the same age, a little bit older than them when they did that snowball dance. But, yeah, I absolutely love that sequence. Season 2, I love it. It's a great season. It's the weakest, like I've mentioned, but I still love this season. There's so many things I love about it, and I'm just saying that right now. I'm not going to get into everything I love and dislike about each season, which normally I would love more things, but I'm not going to get into that, all of the things, but... that's the gist of it. Coming in at 4th place is going to be Season 5, the latest addition to the Stranger Things show. Now, I'm not going to get into full spoilers and full talk about this, my full in-depth thoughts, because, yes, I have a review up on my channel where I give you guys my full in-depth spoiler. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak. My full in-depth spoiler thoughts of the season. I have a review right there on my channel. Go check it if you want to hear my more in-depth spoiler thoughts of the season. But I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I think I gave it like a 9 out of 10. Like, it is incredible. The finale was absolutely amazing. Now, I did have a couple issues with it. There's a couple story plot lines and the finale that just go nowhere. There's a couple characters that just don't return, and they don't explain why. They don't even mention in season. And there's a couple of, like, the tension, the threats and all that, all of that just doesn't really work in this season. Like, this is supposed to be the biggest season, the most intense, the most thrilling. The stakes are supposed to be high as ever, and you don't really feel the stakes. In the first volume, in my opinion, they should have killed off, like, Murray or somebody, which they don't. I was expecting that they'd kill off somebody there. I mean, you had the whole military attack, but anyway, they don't do that. And then in Volume 2, I'm expecting they have to kill off somebody there. They don't. Excuse my spoilers here. And then the finale, of course, they kill off a certain somebody. But still, they don't really commit to killing off any character. Even the character they kill off at the end, there's a way out where she doesn't die. Or, well, she does. Like, it's a way out. Which I just feel like the Duffers don't really commit to this, and I'm kind of sick of it. It's my biggest problem with the Stranger Things show, which I don't have any other problems with it. Just my only problem is that they don't really commit to killing off many characters, which Season 5 is supposed to be the biggest season. So what I would have done is maybe kill off a character in Volume 1, and then in Episode 7, you kill off another character to make the stakes feel high as ever, and then we're, like, really excited and scared for the finale, and then, which they don't do that. So you don't really feel the stakes. Episode 7 is a great episode. I still love it. The performances are absolutely incredible. But you don't feel the stakes at all. The finale does have stakes, but, like, you don't feel it as much. And I feel like Season 4 had higher stakes than Season 5, in my opinion. Like, you feel the stakes in Season 4. It really sets up big things happening. Season 5, you don't really feel the stakes. So that's kind of my biggest problem with it. Everything else, though, is amazing. Season 5 contains the best performances of the entire show, in my opinion. You have so many great scenes. You have Jonathan and Nancy's breakup scene, which is really emotional. You have Steve and Dustin's scene where, like, they fight and all that with Steve's opinion on Eddie, and then they later get back. They later, I was gonna say get back together, but they later apologize for it and hug. And Dustin's like, "Please, I don't want you to die and all that. You can't keep risking your life." What else? Of course, Max and Lucas's reunion, so emotional. I cried. You have Will's coming out scene, and there's so many other scenes in here that are just great. And then, of course, you have somebody's death, which the reaction from Finn Wolfhard killed me. Like, it absolutely killed me. Like, I was I've never cried so much in my life. Like, he is incredible. He said he wants to focus more on his music career, which not a fan of because that guy's a great actor. Even with that Hell of a Summer movie he made, which wasn't great, no, but I still really enjoyed it. I would still like him to keep making more movies or just keep acting and all that, rather than focusing on his musical performance and his music career, which, I mean, sure, it's good, but, like, come on. Can we get back to acting, please? Anyway, though, yeah, so I really enjoyed season 5. You have the battle at the end with Elle and the Mind Flayer, which was epic as hell. One of my favorite action sequences in the entire show. Couple other great stuff. The military base attack in episode 4. Oh my gosh, and Will revealed that Will has powers. Oh my goodness, it's so good. It is so good. Of course, the epilogue at the end, the last 40 minutes of seeing all the characters, seeing them graduate, play their last D&D game. You have, like, Jonathan, Steve, Nancy, Robin, like, say goodbye to each other. Like, everyone saying goodbye to each other. Mike saying goodbye to D&D. Like, it is so emotional. I absolutely loved it. This season rocks. I don't care what anybody says. A lot of people are trashing on the season. I absolutely loved it. It has issues. Of course, it has issues. But still, an amazing season. And a great end to this show. This amazing, beautiful show. Next up, coming in at 3rd place, is going to be Season 1. The season that started it all. Now, this season and upwards, my 2 other seasons I'm going to talk about here, all 3 seasons, I give it 10 out of 10. I think they're all masterpieces. It's just Season 5 and Season 2. Season 2, I give it 8 out of 10. Season 5, 9 out of 10. But Season 1 and upwards, I give these 3 seasons a 10 out of 10. I think they're masterpieces. So, yeah, I just want to clarify that. Season 1, the season that started it all. This season is so good that it could have standalone as a miniseries. Would I want that? No. I want more seasons and all that. But if they did decide to just keep it as a miniseries, I would have been fine with that because that season is so well. And it has a great finale where it just closes everything so well. And it's such a contained story. It's not anything that has, like, any missed threads or anything that's just lying around there that isn't answered. It has, it's a really thrilling and grounded experience where it's not anything too big, like no big action sequence or anything where it's like, whoa, a little ridiculous there, a little big. No, it doesn't take any big swings or, I mean, it does, but, like, it doesn't take any big swings, like, that it could mess up or anything. It's just a very simple and mystery story or whatever, and it just works so well. Every episode, like, every couple of scenes, we get little things revealed to us, and we're like, okay, what is actually going on here? Whatever you think is happening, it just flips the tables and all that. You're all wrong. So all the reveals and all that, all the mystery, it's so good. In my opinion, Season 1 is probably the darkest season. It's really thrilling. The score is bone-chilling. This season probably has the best score. Yeah, like, it is just incredible. Yeah, I mean, you have the scene where Eleven flips the van, which is just awesome. You have the great finale with them in the buyer's house and, like, Steve with the bat and all that, which is just great. Yeah, like, it is so good. And then you have 11 with the Demogorgon and Goodbye Mike, which just kills me every time. It is a great season. Like, the performances from the kids, and they're really young when they filmed this, it is so good. So good. I absolutely love this season. It is just a masterfully done season. And, like, sometimes I just watch Season 1 and just move on. And I'm not saying that because I don't like the other seasons. I'm just saying Season 1 is so good. And I love how grounded and contained it was and how, like, different the other seasons are because they're so much bigger. And this season in scale is, like, very grounded, contained story. It's like a horror movie or whatever. And it works so well. So, Season 1 in 3rd place. Masterpiece, the best, or one of the best, like, seasons of television out there. Coming in at 2nd place is going to be Season 3. Now, Season 3, Season 1, almost tied for me. I give the edge to Season 3 because I think that season's more enjoyable, but I still love both the seasons. They're both a 10 out of 10 for me. They're basically tied, but I give the edge to Season 3, so, yeah. But Season 3, incredible. This is the most, like, 80s-like season. Now, of course, I didn't grow up in the 80s, not the 90s, not the 2000s. I grew up in the 2010s. I'm not grown up yet. I like to say I am. I'm not. So I don't really have that much nostalgia. I still have nostalgia, though, because some of my favorite movies of all time, some of my favorite series of all time take place in the 80s or made in the 80s. So I do have nostalgia for that. And yeah, so it works so well. And season 3 is by far the most 80s like out of all of them. With the bright colors, the Starcourt Mall, the music that's like played in this, it all is so good. Now, a lot of people say this is like the most unrelevant season of all of them. How the season just really does nothing to do with season 5 or any of the later seasons. It's kind of like its own thing when the other seasons are much darker, they have more to do, and they're more like scary and all that, when this season is just not that at all, because it has more of that like Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger plot line. With like the guy who looks exactly like Arnold Schwarzenegger, which is kind of crazy. But anyway, yeah, a lot of people aren't a fan of that. I still liked it though. I loved everything about it. Of course, the 80s vibes, I already mentioned that. There's some great sequences, with the mind flare and like how it like possesses these people and then like kills them after, and like it's kind of gross with the rats and all that. The score again, great. The performances, amazing. You have some great romances. I mean, you have this whole thing with Mike and Eleven, how they break up at the beginning of the season, and they at the end when they get back together. Great action sequences. I think this season contains the best action of the entire show. I mean, season 5, with the mind flare sequence and all that, but like, come on, guys, come on. Season 3, the action is awesome. There are a couple good kills, couple good like haunting sequences, and it really works. I love the group dynamics. I mean, you have Hopper, Joyce, Murray, Alexei. Rest in peace, Alexei. Very emotional death. And then you have like all the kids together, and then you have the Scoop Troops, with Steve, Robin, Dustin, Erica. It's great stuff. Love that. I think Billy is a great antagonist. He's kind of an antagonist in season 2 as well, but he's great in this scene, how he dived into his backstory and how his like father was so mean to him. Great stuff. Great performances from Dacre Montgomery. Sorry. It's kind of hard to pronounce his last name. It's Montgomery. Sorry. So there's that. Of course, we get introduced to Robin. Kind of Erica, too. How we barely see her in season 2. So, yeah, she's kind of introduced in this season. Of course, Alexei, we already talked about him. But the finale, man. The Battle at Starcourt Mall, arguably the best episode of the entire show. Like, it is incredible. It is epic. Of course, we get never-ending story. We have some great action there. Love it. It's so good. So good. The fireworks sequence. You have Billy's sacrifice, a very emotional death. And then you have, of course, Hopper's death, which still hits so hard. Hopper's letter, one of, if not the most emotional scene in the entire show. It's so heartfelt. I love it. And then, of course, you have, like, the goodbye sequence, and they're all saying goodbye to each other, and, like, Will, Jonathan, Joyce, and Eleven, they all leave to California. Like, it is so emotional. And I'm just saying, if they ended the show with season 3, that's another beautiful ending. Where season 5, it kind of upsets me that they, it feels unfinished. With season 3 and season 1, both of their endings are so good, so beautiful, that they literally could have left it there, and we wouldn't be complaining. Because, I mean, we want more seasons and all that, but, if they did leave it there, it kind of works, because, you have the buyers, they move away and all that, and that's kind of the end of their 3-season run, and that's it. We're done. So, yeah, I'm thankful that they made more seasons, though, but I'm just saying, if they left it there, I wouldn't be complaining, it works really well. So, yeah, love season 3, almost my favorite. At one point, season 3 was my favorite season. I'm just saying, when I first watched the show, season 4 is actually my least favorite season, and season 3 is my favorite. Of course, that switched. The second time I rewatched it, I realized how good season 4 was, and we'll talk about that in a sec there. But yeah, season 3, absolute masterpiece. Love it. Coming in at first place for the best season of Stranger Things, in my opinion, is going to be season 4. Season 4, Stranger Things as a whole is my favorite piece of media ever, but I have to pick a season. Season 4 is my favorite season of all time. It's my favorite thing of all time. Love season 4. It's a billion out of 10. It is, oh my gosh, it is so good. I love everything about it. I love like a Nightmare on Elm Street vibes. If you guys don't know, Nightmare on Elm Street, one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Love that film, and it really gives off those vibes. I love it. Kind of gives off slasher vibes as well. It is so good. I love the horror mystery here with Vecna, like who he is, the great twist with Henry, and revealed that he is Vecna and all that. So great. I did not see that coming at all. You get Robert Englund in here playing Henry's, like, that reveal sequence with his eyes and all that. Ugh, but, like, super good. It is just, like, the action is great here. It's thrilling. It's emotional. I mean, the finale, in my opinion, is actually the best episode. It's tied with the Battle of Starcourt Mall. But those two episodes, oh my gosh, are so good. I mean, you have Eddie's death. I love Eddie. He's in my top 10 favorite characters of the show. This introduces him. Of course, we get Dimitri and Yuri and Argyle. Like, we got a lot of introduction to these characters. But Eddie, oh my gosh, love him. Joseph Quinn is amazing here. And this really started his great career. I think season 4 kind of spawned that. So, yeah, it's hilarious, especially with Steve and Dustin. Like, they're hilarious in this. And I love the romance in here. I'm doing that because, I mean, the romance between Steve and Nancy, which they don't have a romance in season 4. But season 4 hints at the romance of them getting back together so much. I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't do more of that in season 5. A little disappointed with that. But still, I really wish they got back together in season 4. Because I really enjoy their relationship, even though it was really bad. Still really enjoy them. There's, like, great kills. I love how they, like, up the gore with all Vecna's kills and all that. Again, it's really reminding me of Nightmare on Elm Street. Took notes from that for sure. Some really creepy sequences. I mean, Chrissy's death was really creepy, man. When the first time I watched episode 1 and her dying and all that, brutal. His whole goal and all that, everything revealed, again, is so good. I absolutely love it. And again, like, Eddie's death, so emotional. I cried. And then right after, it's so brutal. Like, you get that death, you're crying so much. And then right after, they go to Max's almost death with her just, like, brutally injured and we think that she died. Like, oh my gosh. They really hurt us. The soundtrack is by far the best. Like, season 4's soundtrack is the best soundtrack ever. California Dreamin', Master of Puppets, what else? Running Up That Hill, like, the most iconic song ever, in my opinion. Like, it is so good. There's so many songs, you know. I'm not even going to get into them and all that, but the score, arguably the best. I think season 1 is the best score, and then probably season 3 or season 4. It is such a great season, and it's haunting. It's so good. I love it. So, yeah. Season 4 comes in at first place for the best season of Stranger Things. So there you have it, guys. That's my ranking of all 5 seasons of Stranger Things. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next